Yay! I know, this has been, it's not happening very often these days, but, I'm thinking I could do both. Because the writing, if I capture it at the right point in time, it's good. I mean, mornings are the best. Yeah, I got no glasses on because I've been doing this strange thing. I don't know why I've been doing it, but I've been watching over these videos that I've been doing over the past, well, I know there was a big concentration of them, sort of like August into September. I mean, just doing all these things about going places and everything. I think, well, this was preempting this today as well, this one, because I've been trying to give myself a kick up the bum, like, been watching One of Me in the past few days, all very tentative, I mean, I did, I was very bad yesterday and had this, it's a bone of contention with me that this Viennetta was called a Neapolitan Viennetta. Like, I am not a lover of, as much as I love chocolate, I really don't like chocolate ice cream. So, as much as I was happy that there was no chocolate ice cream in this Neapolitan Viennetta, because I never have the chocolate in a Neapolitan at all, ever. I think it was rather misleading to have called it a Neapolitan Viennetta because there was no chocolate ice cream within it. Excuse me 1 minute. My nose is starting to, why does this happen? Every time I do this, my nose starts to play up and I can feel it running and I don't want to go like I have done a million times before. 1 moment. Hopefully that would be enough to clear it, or at least not for it to annoy me so much. Anyway, the Neapolitan Viennetta. No chocolate ice cream. How can it be a Viennetta? It can be a Viennetta. How can it be a Neapolitan? I mean, the whole Neapolitan thing is vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, ice cream. 3 stripes, like, right? So how can you advertise it as a Neapolitan and only have strawberry and vanilla ice creams? Also, the box has you believe that it's going to be, vanilla, strawberry, chocolate strips, like a proper Neapolitan. It's not even like that. The Viennetta has like the strawberry kind of top and then the vanilla bottom. It's not even Neapolitan. Right, I just wanted to get that out of the way. So yeah, I had some of that yesterday. But, I'm really trying not to have anything particularly naughty at the moment. I'm trying to just make sure that I drink water because I am very, very bad for water content, especially these days because it seems to literally go straight through me. And if I'm about to go anywhere, I really am reluctant to take any water in. So, and this morning I was up and I'm like, well, actually last night I was looking and I thought, well, I'll have a look at what the weather's going to do or what the weather is proposing to do over the next few days to see what opportunities I'd have to get out and exercise, you know, or get out walking. So today was looking good. Well, good in that it seemed like it was going to be dry in the morning, and then maybe there was the chance for rain later on. And that Tuesday would be not as good. Probably a higher chance for rain. Wednesday looks quite, and Thursday looks quite dull, but probably should hopefully stay dry. So I was thinking, right, okay, and then that's looking like today, or last night, tomorrow, tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday, they seem like the days I will be able to get out without worrying about being a precious little princess and not getting wet. I know, I really have to like kind of just grow a pair. Except the fact that I actually live in Glasgow now and I need to stop being such a precious little princess. And then I'm gonna have to just suck up getting wet. Because, you know, I can't just have a treadmill in my garage on the days when it's wet. So with that in mind, I got up this morning and it actually looked much brighter than I expected it to. I mean, it was actually sunny, not just dry. I was expecting it to be dry, but fairly dull looking, overcast, you know. But it was actually sunny. So I went, right, just put a bomb up your bum, girl. You like really do need to get yourself out. And so I left just before midday. I actually kind of left later than I wanted to because, you know, it was, oh sorry, my eyes are really itchy at the moment now because I have no glasses on. I'm just going, yeah, so I found I was really starting to get a little demotivated by mid-morning. And I suppose really in a strange kind of way, somebody gave me a kick up the bum because I was getting really ready for myself to just feel very woe is me. 'Cause I can't tell. I just can't tell what, you know, how I'm reading things or whatever. I don't know. Still trying not to care, but I will really care too much. So, to save myself sitting around moping, caring, thinking like, what are you supposed to be? You didn't say anything to me. Which is kind of pretty much what happens with every post now. It's like, whenever he posts, I'm there going, oh, I've got to reply. I've got to say something. And then when I've done my reply, I just sit there going, when's he going to like it? When's he going to say something? Will he reply to me? Will he reply back to anybody? And then I see some likes for other comments, and I'm like going, it's my one, Jim. When are you going to like my one? You don't even like what I say anymore. Let alone respond to me. You don't love me anymore. I mean, it's really pathetic. I know. Yep, no one knows more than me how fucking pathetic it is. But that's really the situ that goes on every time. Oh man, I need a life. Well, one could argue I have one. um, so, to stop all that happening, even though as I left the house, it was still all just going on there. I just went, right, okay, well, let's go for a walk. Let's just go out there. Let's see where it takes us. So I left, and in my head, I'm going, right, let's go Springburn Way. And then when I got to, well, just down the way a bit, and there was stuff going on, and then, I don't know, I just sort of, I don't know what made me go that way, but anyway, I went up the Finless Street, which turns into Carlisle Street, and gets you to get you to Keppoch Hill Road. Now I know that's how you bloody pronounce a thing. And so I got to Keppoch Hill Road, and I was like walking down along the other, the side hills over that side of it, and I thought, what goes on? Like, what if you continue that way? Where do you go? I don't know. And I couldn't sort of think in my head. Anyway, so I get to the junction with the AA03, but as I'm making my way down, I'm going, does that take you towards the city? I don't know. No, the city must be that way. And then so, like, I get down to the crossroads, and then I see the signposting that go Bishop Briggs that way, city that way, and I'm like, I don't want to get to Bishop Briggs. Bit of a walk. I want to go into the city. I want to see, like, if it is actually achievable to get down to the city, like walking along the A803, because I wasn't convinced that you could actually just take the A803 all the way down. So I'm like, let's go that way. Let's see how far we can get. You can literally get all the way down. I can't even believe it, but you can. So like, well, actually I went, oh, go that way, I'll just go to some Rolex, and I'm still like just having this like internal thing, monologue going on, going, okay, got to some Rolex, because at first I was going, I would just go like border side hill, because at first I'm going down there, and I didn't have any intention of going Keppoch Hill Road the way I did. I was gonna, as I was walking down Carlisle Street, I went, oh, should I go through Cowley's Park and then end up at the canal? And then I went, I don't know, I didn't really like the idea of going through Cowley's Park. I don't know why, just Cowley's Park looks a bit... I think there was stuff going on in the summer, like there was people on quad bikes and stuff that were going in there, and I just sort of went, I've had a kind of slight aversion for going in there, really. I mean, I don't know. So I kind of went, no, I don't want to go through Cowley's Park to get down to the canal. Once I got that far, I'll go down Keppoch Hill Road, because then I can still end up at Springburn. And then I got down that way, and then I went, oh, I don't really want to go to Springburn either. Oh, I'll just go to some Rolex. So actually, maybe this is all that's going on in my head. Oh, actually, maybe I'll just go, like, go around Sight Hill, just border it, because it'll be too wet to go in. I just sort of went, oh, it's going to be too wet to go in. The ground will be sodden. Like, just, I don't want to really walk around parks and things and just, you know, there's enough leaf litter everywhere where you just feel like you're going to fall arse over tit on gravel, like walking over leaf litter. So I get to some rollicks and go, you know what? And that was the bit where I'm going, you know what? I want to see how far you can actually get into the city walking the A803. Surely, as a kind of A road, you can't walk all the way down into the city. It must be too, you know, it's like it's gonna weave with the M8, and it's just gonna be like, how can you negate it all? You can. It's amazing. Like, there is like pedestrian pathways that let you get all the way down there. It's amazing. No one was more surprised than me. It is a little bit of a kind of weaving, kind of, you know, on the motorways. The motorways around Glasgow, like all the ones that, you know, everything that kind of leads you into the city, it's all very like, it's just, I've only been around Spaghetti Junction a couple of times, but it really is like, you know, oh, it's so Spaghetti Junction the way things like go around. So yeah, and I went over an overpass rather than an underpass. I mean, I did go like along a bit of an underpass to get me partly over or under the M8, but the rest of the way, I don't know what this. I think I went over the M8. Or maybe it was still just another part of the A803. I don't know what I went over, but it absolutely freaked me the freaking bejesus out. I had another real kind of like vertigo kind of attack, like getting over this thing. Oh. And this really shitty thing is, I want to take pictures when I'm going over them, but I just can't. Like, this time I went, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to get my camera out. It's my phone. I took it out just to like take a picture of the ramp up, because the sun was out and it was wet, and, you know, it had this kind of, the way the sunlight was hitting it was real nice. That was fine because I'm like down on terra firma still at this point, but like once I got up there and I could see that this thing is just arching over, and you see the traffic below, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna just, I had to really like talk to myself out loud as I was going over, going, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, you'll be fine. This thing is sturdy, it's been here for years. It's not just gonna collapse as you're walking over it. Just, you're fine. It's solid. Just don't worry. And I'm saying this as I'm walking over it, you know, just going, you're fine. And then like as I'm, you know, getting going, you're near the other edge, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. It's just the ramp, and as you go down the ramp, you and then as I'm going down the ramp, I'm still having to go like, you know, just a little bit to go now, and then you'll be on terra firma, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Oh, it's so terrible now, so bad. I feel like it just get worse and worse and worse. Like, I really do feel like that's how I feel. That's why I'm saying these things to myself as I'm going over, because the feeling is like the thing is wobbling, and it is literally just gotta go as I'm on it. Like, I just expect it to just like fall from under me. Oh, and so there's a ramp on the other side taking you back down. Oh, and you end up on Castle Street, and so like I'm there just like getting down. The ramp sort of goes like back on itself, and it sort of U-turn as it twists round to get you down there. And it's not until I had about, there's like 2 meters left of it to go where I'm going, right? You're almost on terra firma now. Like, you're fine. You made it. You're all right. You've got over the other side. Oh, I mean, I this is the kind of stuff that I have to do when I'm on a plane as well. Um, Short flights I'm fine, but every time I'm back, like getting on a plane, the walls, have to have these conversations with myself, especially when turbulence happens. I'm just like going, look, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do about it, so just go with it, you know. If this thing falls out the sky, what are you going to do? That this, you know, you panicking and feeling anxious, it's not really gonna help the situation. It's not gonna stop you dying. but, but at least I don't feel like I'm, oh, the early times when I would take flights, especially flights out the world, I really could feel myself being 35,000 feet in the air, you know. I mean, I don't really feel it like that anymore. Thank God. Not that I'll be feeling that experience for quite some time now. Yeah, so anyway, that, and then I'm like, okay, and then that's when I realized I'm going, oh my God. Well, I could see signposts just before that going, you know, pointing to the Royal Infirmary, and I'm going, well, if I'm down by the Royal Infirmary, then I am like near the necropolis and the cathedral, and then I was seeing signs for those as well, and I'm like, I can't believe you actually can walk this. That I actually did walk this. Like, and then I looked, but as I went down and got into the necropolis, I looked and went, okay, I'll look and see what I've done to get here. Like, how much I've walked. 5K. I just it's only 5K. Because I was like going, oh, I must have done, you know. I was by that point, I was going like, I really, really need the loo. I really need the loo. And the only toilet I know that I can get to that, you know, I don't know where public toilets are. I mean, I wasn't even sure, like, I completely forgot about the public toilets in Queen Street because they brought out the sort of like North Hanover Street exit, and they were just like portaloo things, or not portaloo, but like make, you know, temporary toilets outside. And then I knew they were gone, and I'm like, well, where's the damn toilet? And the last time I was there, I'm going, where is the toilet? And so now it's like, oh, it's a lovely toilet, public toilets. They're very nice. Main entrance at the George Street, the top of Queen Street entrance. They're just down to the left in there. So I'm like, right, okay, I know Queen Street has toilets. I don't know where there are any other toilets. So I come, so, and then I'm doing the thing again, going, right, okay, well, if I go to Queen Street, then I don't really want to have to walk all the way home, because that's quite a walk now to get to Queen Street. And then from Queen Street, it's a longer walk home than where I am now. You know, that's still going to be long enough, but if I walk all the way down there, then really I'm going to have to just go up to like Cambridge Street, and then to, you know, near I'm never gonna know I'm never gonna get the name of that street right. I was looking at it written down the other week, and it looks like it should be, is it Buck? I'm gonna embarrass myself trying to say it. Buccleuch? I don't know. It sounds like I'm just trying to say. I'm gonna take that out. Oh shit! It's something like that. I don't know. Buccleuch. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm just gonna call it that. I'm just gonna say it's Buccleuch. No idea. That street, and then just, you know, crossing the way over, get into Cowgardens and back that way, which would just been like, oh, so I'm going, I can't do that. It's too long. If I go to Queen Street, I might as well get the train, even though I know I shouldn't be getting on public transport again. I only have one stop to be on the train for. So, okay, I'm going to have to walk that way, because I really, really need the loo. And I don't know where there is a public toilet that's around here. Anyway, so I get myself back on Cathedral Street, and as I'm looking over the road, or as I'm looking, actually, I looked at the, what is that? There was a little thing there. I think it was, it's like Cathedral Square. It's like a little, tiny little park bill. It's very nice. There was a man there with with the place square, Cathedral Square. That was it. With the square all by himself, basically. Like, until I come in and spoiled it. And so, like, after I kind of had this little look around there, because I didn't notice that the last time, didn't go down that bit. As I'm like coming out and look at the lights, I see a sign that goes WC. And I'm like, really? Is there? Oh, you're gonna give me a bum steer? Okay, I'm going over the road. So I go over the road, and I'm going up this bit, and I'm like, where the hell is this mysterious WC that you're telling me about, my little chickadee? So I go through this bit and there's a car park there, and then I see it and I'm like, oh right, okay, it's over there. It's looking like there's something to do with like money. Great. Okay, I'm gonna have a look anyway. So I go over. I have a card. I have a card on me. I went really light. I just took my phone. I had this thing. I don't know if I got it. No, it's downstairs. I have this little Bradley kind of just clip thing. It's just a phone holder. So it's like phone holder, and then it has a little thing in the back for 3 cards. So I basically have that. So I can just put it over the thing, put it on my jacket. It's very safe. So I had a card, but no money. I mean, barely carry money anyway. Do everything. I mean, you know, they want you all to be cashless these days anyway, so no money. Go over there. Need 20p to use this damn toilet. I'm like, I haven't got 20p. I've got lots of pee, but I haven't got 20p. So I'm there going, okay, just gonna have to go to Queen Street. I'm just gonna have to go to Queen Street. Oh, I have my mask as well. This was the other thing I had on me, a mask in my jeans pocket. So I knew if I needed to go into anywhere, that I at least had a mask with me. So I'm like, well, I've got my mask, so I could go to Queen Street, and you know. So off I trotted. And then I was looking at the time going, it's 10 and 2. I'm sure there's a train a few minutes past. So if I get down there, and I might as well just get the train home. Hey, I get there. I walk in, I'm going, I gotta double check when this train is, because they move times like after in the afternoon, so they're like just after the hour. I think that's how they do it. They're like just after the hour for like most of the day, and then there's one at like 3. There's like just after 3, and then one at 3 sort of 30ish odd, and then one just after 4, and then one at 4:30ish, like. And then they switch to being on the half hour or just after the half hour. So in my head, I'm like, I didn't have that. I'm going, is it like, are they at the half hour, or are they at just after the hour at the moment? Because if they're at the half hour, then I've got a really long way. I'm just like, I've got to share all this internal monologue stuff that's going on. And then I get in there, it's like 1:56, and I know that I have to buy my ticket first. So it's 1:56. I'm looking up. I can see that it's saying that the train to Annie's Land leaves at 3 minutes past 2. And I'm going, I'm going to buy my ticket first. I can't even go to the friggin' loo. If I go to the loo, then it's not going to leave me time to get my ticket, and I'll miss the train. And then I'll have an hour to wait for the next one. F off. Okay, I'm gonna go and buy my ticket and get on the train and wait until I'm home. So there we go. There's the big story. of my weight until I got home to relieve myself. I just saw a firework. I gotta say, here it is really not as bad as it is back in England for continual goddamn fireworks. You guys seem to just like get it out the way on the Thursday night. Maybe this was a little bit on Friday and Saturday, but that's been it. You know, the really the bulk of it was Thursday night. Get it out the way on actual bonfire night. Stop, you know. Oh, they just go on and on in England. Even forever. I feel like the people let them off right up until Christmas kind of thing. Anyway, that's that, really. Got that off my chest. I'm off.